people are particularly vulnerable to immune dysfunction, and they get sick more easily than other people, and they also stay sick longer. What most people want to know, though, is whether one specific food or kind of food will boost immunity in otherwise healthy people on an adequate diet. The answer is generally no. So a balanced, healthy diet is important, but there's really hasn't been a superfood that's been identified to boost immunity. So far, there's no reason to believe that supplements will boost immunity in healthy people. Supplements benefit the malnourished and many of the elderly. Though severe malnutrition is rare in the U.S., some groups, particularly the elderly, may be deficient in such nutrients as vitamin C, certain B vitamins, and zinc. Studies suggest that raising nutrient intakes to adequate levels can enhance immunity, and there is some evidence that elderly people stay healthier if they take a multivitamin or mineral pill. In contrast, other research suggests that megadoses of certain nutrients can significantly suppress some immune responses. Consider zinc, for instance, found in meat and grains and often promoted as an ideal immune system booster when taken as a supplement. While some studies show that zinc supplements can boost immunity and promote wound healing in the elderly, high intakes can actually suppress the immune response. A diet low in beta-carotene can depress immunity, but it's not clear that beta-carotene supplements can correct that situation, or what levels of supplementation would be helpful. Among the agents that have been shown to stimulate immunity and experience are bacteria such as those in yogurt, but it's far from certain that consuming yogurt with or without live cultures will promote resistance to disease. Vitamin C is necessary to good health and no doubt to immune function, but numerous studies have shown that vitamin C supplements have minimal or no effects on the immune response unless you happen to be deficient in vitamin C. Some research shows that sedentary people don't have as vigorous an immune system as those who exercise. Moderate exercise, for example, a moderate walking program undertaken by previously sedentary people, seems to improve immune function. But there is also evidence that overdoing exercise may depress the immune system. High-intensity or prolonged endurance exercise steps up the output of two stress hormones, adrenaline and cortisol, both of which can depress various components of the immune system. Highly trained athletes, in fact, often report that after intense competition and training, they are more susceptible to colds. But this should not deter us from either competing or exercising. The health benefits of exercise are clear. Regular aerobic exercise is good for the heart. Weight-bearing exercise builds bone and muscle. The idea that your immune cells might not show a response to your exercise program should not deter you from exercising or from beginning an exercise program if you're sedentary. Emotions. The state of mind surely affects health, and extreme emotional stress may damage immunity and bring on illness. But research into the link between mind and immunity is in its early stages and has produced very little solid evidence so far, and not much advice about how to protect the immune system from the ill effects of emotional stress. An experiment may show that extreme grief depresses human T cells, for instance, but we don't know if the rest of the system is harmed or whether the fluctuation means much. Smoking. Part of the reason smokers are at risk for lung cancer and respiratory diseases may be that smoking depresses immune cells. When smokers quit, immune activity begins to improve, usually within 30 days. Let's talk about hydration. The average urine output for adults is about 6 cups a day. And then you lose close to an additional 4 cups of water a day through breathing, sweating, and bowel movements. To recover that water, food usually accounts for 20% of your total fluid intake. So if you consume 8 cups of water or other beverages a day along with your normal diet, you'll typically replace your lost fluids. So a good approach to water intake is the 8x8 rule. Drink 8 8-ounce glasses of fluid a day. Although the approach really isn't supported by scientific evidence, many people use this easy-to-remember rule as a guide for how much water and other fluids to drink. So, in conclusion, we'll leave you with this thought. Perhaps the most direct action you can take is to consume a varied, balanced diet of organic vegetables, fruits, whole and fortified grains, and dairy products, and small amounts of fish and meat if you wish. A basic daily multivitamin mineral supplement is usually a good idea. Be aware of any supplements, however, that promises to boost immunity. Regular moderate exercise is associated with good health and longevity and will benefit your cardiovascular system, whether it boosts immunity or not. Getting adequate sleep is also helpful, and of course, don't smoke. I'm sure this sounds pretty familiar. We hear these same recommendations related to all kinds of health issues: heart disease, cancer, diabetes, healthy aging, etc. It's pretty basic. It makes good sense for your immune system too. So information on this and the next slide is for both preventing health conditions and managing chronic conditions. Lovelace Health Plan encourages you to talk to your doctor about the preventative screenings in the left-hand column, as many of them are not one-size-fits-all. The tests for chronic conditions listed on the right are part of standard care, but it's always a good idea to discuss these with your doctor as well. I'll stop for a moment and let you review the slide. This next slide continues with more chronic conditions and recommendations if you have these diagnoses. The right-hand column lists other prevention activities we suggest our members participate in to get and stay healthy. So these are the resources that I use for today's presentation: U.S. Berkeley Wellness Letter, Mayo Clinic web pages, WebMD, the HealthWise Knowledge Base, and Basic Immunology, Functions and Disorders of the Immune System, 3rd edition. So to help protect your health and boost your immune system, Lovelace Health Plan offers several complementary resources, including telephone counseling for weight management and smoking cessation, health coaching and shared decision making, online health tools, including a health risk assessment, and symptom trackers, wellness discounts through our Choose Healthy program, and our monthly webinars about health topics. For more information on any of these resources, visit our website at lovelacehealthplan.com or call 505-727-5344. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you have any questions about our webinar, please email them to healthysteps@lovelace.com. Remember, you'll receive an evaluation shortly after our presentation ends. Please take the time to complete it. We do use this information to approve our efforts to support you. And remember, check our website regularly and register for upcoming webinars on other health topics. Our next webinar will be on diabetes and prediabetes, the least you need to know, and that's coming up on April 7th at 10 o'clock. Again, thank you for your attention today. Be well.